Life happens now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, right here, in this moment. Yet most people spend their lives lost in memories of the past or anxieties about the future. But what if I told you there's a way to escape that trap? A way to find peace, clarity, and true happiness. Today, I will share 6 timeless Buddhist habits that will help you live in the present moment. The first habit is acceptance. Most suffering comes from resisting reality, wishing things were different than they are. But life does not bend to our desires. The more we resist the present moment, the more we create suffering within ourselves. Think about a time when you were stuck in traffic, frustrated, wishing the cars would move faster. The more you resisted what was happening, the more agitated you became. But the moment you accepted that traffic was beyond your control, you found a sense of peace. This is the power of acceptance. It does not mean giving up or resigning to fate. It means seeing reality as it is and responding wisely. Imagine a monk sitting peacefully as a storm brews around him. The storm rages, the winds howl, but he remains still because he knows that fighting the storm will not stop it. When we embrace acceptance, we stop struggling against life and begin to flow with it. Instead of clinging to the past or fearing the future, we allow life to move through us. Every experience, whether joyful or painful, is an opportunity for growth when we stop resisting and start embracing. The second habit is releasing control. We like to believe we are in control of everything, but the truth is we control very little, except our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Most of the suffering we experience comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. We try to control people, circumstances, and outcomes, only to feel disappointed when things don't go our way. But imagine a person fighting against strong winds, struggling to walk forward, only to exhaust themselves. Now imagine that same person letting go and allowing the wind to guide them, moving with ease. This is the power of surrendering to life's flow. When we stop forcing outcomes and instead trust the process, life becomes lighter. This does not mean we stop taking action. It means we take action without attachment to the outcome. Like a skilled surfer who rides the waves instead of trying to control the ocean, we must learn to navigate life with ease, adjusting to its ups and downs rather than resisting them. By letting go of the illusion of control, we open ourselves to new opportunities, new perspectives, and a greater sense of inner peace. The third habit is fostering gratitude. Our minds are naturally wired to focus on what is missing, what is lacking, what is wrong. But gratitude shifts our perspective. Instead of focusing on what we don't have, we focus on what we do. Every day we experience small moments of beauty, a cool breeze on a hot day, a kind word from a stranger, the warmth of the sun on our skin, but we often overlook them. A monk receiving a simple bowl of food bows in gratitude, not because the meal is grand, but because he understands that every bite is a gift. Imagine how different your life would feel if you practiced the same level of appreciation. Gratitude does not require grand gestures. It begins with noticing. Take a moment to appreciate your breath, the fact that you woke up today, the ability to see, to hear, to feel. When we practice gratitude, we train our minds to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. And when we shift our focus in this way, we realize we already have more than enough. The fourth habit is focusing on your breath. Your breath is your anchor to the present moment. It is always with you, guiding you back to now. When your mind is overwhelmed with worries about the future or regrets about the past, pause. Take a deep breath. Feel the air moving in and out. Notice how the past and future fade away, leaving only this moment. Meditation masters have used the breath for thousands of years as a tool to quiet the mind and cultivate awareness. In moments of stress, when emotions run high, your breath is your sanctuary. It is a reminder that you are alive, here now. Practicing conscious breathing does not require hours of meditation. Simply bringing awareness to your breath for a few minutes each day can transform your state of mind. Each inhale brings clarity. Each exhale releases tension. The more you practice, the more grounded you become, no longer caught in the endless cycle of thought, but present, fully awake to the richness of life unfolding in front of you. The fifth habit is letting go of attachments. We cling to people, to possessions, to identities, believing they define us, believing they give us security. But everything in life is temporary. The tighter we hold on, the more we suffer. Imagine someone gripping a rope so tightly that it burns their hands. The pain comes not from the rope itself, but from the unwillingness to let go. This is how attachments work. We suffer not because things change, but because we resist change. A monk who owns nothing is not poor. He is free, because his happiness does not depend on external things. Letting go does not mean we stop caring, but it means we stop fearing loss. We begin to experience life fully without clinging to it. Imagine holding a handful of sand. If you squeeze tightly, it slips through your fingers. But if you keep your hand open, the sand remains. This is how we must hold life, with open hands, not clenched fists. When we stop fearing change, we experience true freedom. The sixth and final habit is practicing mindful action. In today's fast-paced world, we rush from one task to the next, rarely present with what we are doing. But mindfulness is not about doing more, it is about doing with awareness. A monk pouring tea does so with full presence, fully engaged in the act. Every motion is deliberate, every action infused with mindfulness. When we bring this level of awareness to our daily lives, everything becomes a meditation. When you eat, taste every bite. When you walk, feel every step. When you speak, be fully present in your words. Life is not something that happens later. It is happening now, in every small action, in every fleeting moment. The key to true happiness is not in seeking more, but in fully experiencing what is already here. Life is not in the past. Life is not in the future. Life is here in this moment. Breathe it in, feel it, live it. The present is all you ever truly have. Make it count.